Oh man, my friends want me to be social, but that new skin or whatever just came out in Fortnite and I need to grind for V-Bucks or whatever you do in that game.
Don't you wish you could take that game with you?
Why yes, Mr. Disembodied Voice, that's a great idea. I'll just bring my Nintendo Switch.
Get that out of here.
Hey!
You need this.
Well, this just seems more like an
So this is the Gaems Guardian Pro XP. Yes, it is very excessive. It's one of the coolest pieces of tech to come through our P.O. box. Its use case is incredibly niche. It's probably impractical for the vast majority of us, and the price tag isn't helping much either. But for a small sliver of you, this might help solve some problems. This video is not sponsored. They also did not give this to me for free. They gave it to me with a big fat return label on it, so I have to give it back. Honestly, I don't know what the hell I would do with this thing anyway. It's a portable gaming station. You know, like the Nintendo Switch already is. All right, it's a bit more than that. It was pitched to me as a portable streaming station. So you could put an Xbox One in here or a PS4 and call it a day, or a Nintendo Switch with plenty of room to spare. It can't fit all at once, sadly. It has the HDMI input right on the side, so really any console that plugs in through HDMI will work on this. It does need to be powered though. It does not have a battery inside it.
I need to be online for every game that I'm picking.
Everyone?
Every game, for some reason. Sekiro, which isn't even an online game.
This is for people who go on long trips and need to bring their games with them. Maybe truckers, maybe band dudes who travel on a tour bus, maybe active service military. It's a bit expensive for that use case, but it's a quality product and maybe the tech specs could justify it for you. The mobile streaming setup is a much more interesting use case for me. Professional live gaming content is a very niche market, but it's becoming more and more mainstream and more people are finding success doing it. Yeah, that sounds all cool and fun and all, but one of the caveats to having a job like that is that you don't get to take off of work. Many live streamers turn down great opportunities to travel because they don't want to be away from their stream for too long. It's why you don't see many live streamers at conventions unless the convention is like right next to their house. You can put an entire PC into this case. Of course, those PCs are expensive and I ain't doing that, but that's how it was pitched to me at E3 this year. MSI makes a small desktop that would fit pretty great in here. There's even a Picatinny rail system on the top so you can affix a webcam or lights to the top or a laser sight if you really wanted to, I guess. The guy said it could hold 20 pounds and it could fit one of our cameras on there. Yeah, I don't think so. So for a vast majority of streamers, especially if they have the money to spare, then this is a really good option for them. For me personally, this is a little much. I stream from a Nintendo Switch. You can put a Nintendo Switch in here, but that's a little bit overkill. All I need for my mobile streaming setup is a TV and my MacBook. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass to use a hotel room TV in my streaming setup. It would be nice to keep everything by the Ethernet jack, which is usually by the desk. So an extra monitor would be nice so I don't have wires running all over the hotel room. Gaems or Gaems, probably Gaems, makes a much smaller monitor for that called the M155. It's less than $200 and can be powered over USB. It's also light as all hell. I've still never actually seen one turned on before, so I'm not exactly sure how good it looks. But you're not buying this thing for the visuals, you're buying it for convenience. It's a very tempting purchase, but I'm not really going anywhere that I need to stream from anytime soon. I should have purchased this months ago. But let's assume that I am one of those content creators that can use a big monstrosity like this. The screen is gorgeous. It's a 24-inch 1440p IPS panel. It should be gorgeous considering that's 90% of what you're paying for. That resolution is great for an Xbox One X. You just have to change it to output 1440p in the settings. The viewing angles are fantastic. You can see the screen from any which way. And I was surprised by how bright the screen can get. You could actually see Resident Evil 2 in the bright sunlight. And the screen has kind of a matte finish, so any light reflections aren't too harsh on it. The Guardian has a pass-through HDMI, which is really useful if you want to hook up additional capture cards or capture devices that don't have an HDMI out, like a cam link for whatever reason. That port is hidden in the back somewhere. The USB ports are powered for charging all of your devices. The unit comes with a double-ended male USB cable, so you can hook it up to a PC to use the front as a hub. But even without a PC, you can use them to power lights, and you can even use them to power one of those M155 monitors. The bottom of the unit has this rubber pad that has these rubber grooves that are formed to fit any console, and then you strap the console in from the top. It holds whatever console you want in there very securely, and it's very easy to do. I would suggest that you make sure to take the disc out of the console before you move it anywhere. The last thing you want is a loose disc rattling around inside your console. Even if you're just taking your console from one room to the next, take the disc out. I think you're also supposed to unhook all of the cables from your console before you transport the Gaems Guardian, but who's realistically gonna do that? Just shove all the cables in this soft bag so that they don't scratch the screen and you should be fine. Also, don't shake the unit around a lot. The Guardian is ventilated pretty well in the back, but my Xbox still runs pretty hot in there. I don't think there's really much you could do about that. It's a hot console. This thing is very heavy, even before you put a console in it. It's also comically large. This is part of the reason why it's so impractical. But it has to be big because when it's open, it feels like my own little personal game station. It's like having my monitor at home, but in a briefcase. It's got 2 headphone jacks in the front, so you can share the gameplay with a friend. It also has speakers inside, but they're a little tiny and they point inward. I guess they expect the sound to bounce back. It's not the best audio experience, but you shouldn't really expect top quality audio from this thing anyway. It's also pretty difficult to open. It's really heavy, and you have to unlock the clasps with your fingers while you pull the top up, so you lose a lot of grip strength. It's hard. It's very hard to do. The crux of this thing is its size. It's great to have as a mobile streaming setup. It's also maybe great to have if you go on long road trips, like I said before, if you're a trucker, if you're a band dude in a tour bus. But you can forget about taking this thing on a plane. It's definitely not going to pass as a carry-on, and you definitely don't want to check this. Sure, it's rugged, but not rugged enough to be tossed around by baggage handlers. Look at how wobbly it is. The face of this thing is essentially the back of the monitor. If I punch this thing hard enough, it will crack the screen. And I don't know about you, but when I travel, I like to pack at least a little light. Gaems makes another portable monitor setup called the Sentinel. It's a little bit older by now, I believe, but it can hold an Xbox One or a PS4 just as easily. It's much smaller and lighter and cheaper at only $350. It's significantly dinkier too. But hey, you could buy 2 of these things for the price of 1 Guardian. It's also only 1080p. The screen is only 17.3 inches and it probably can't hold a whole computer. Maybe a Mac Mini, but do yourself a favor and don't stream from a Mac. Learn from my mistakes. If I were handed a couple $1,000s to make the ultimate mobile streaming setup, I would probably only need like $2,000. I would get a Razer Blade laptop. I would probably get a Gaems M155. I would get an Elgato capture card, obviously, and I'd probably just call it a day there. I really don't see why even a PC streamer wouldn't just get a beefy laptop for streaming on the go. Maybe one of these crazy looking desktop replacements. I think maybe, just maybe, streamers are actually introverts and they're just using their job as an excuse to not want to go anywhere. Just a thought. I suppose there's other niche that could benefit from a product like this. Basically anything that requires a beefy desktop PC. Something that a laptop just can't provide. This could basically just turn into a mobile desktop computer. But of course, this is marketed for the gamers. If you're in that weird niche where you travel a lot, preferably by car, and have the space and the money, maybe the Gaems Guardian might pique your interest. Or just get a Nintendo Switch. You could always just do that. So anyway, what do you guys think about this huge thing? If I handed this to you tomorrow, what the hell would you do with it? And would your mother or spouse be upset that it's in their house now? Leave it in the comments below. Add me on Twitter. Any and all of this other social media garbage. Of course, we got live streams all the time here on this channel. Our schedule's usually in a pinned tweet over on Twitter. We got Wulff Den Live, our live podcast every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We also got streams over on twitch.tv/WulffDen. Follow me there so you know when I go live. As always, you can support us here on YouTube by clicking that join button, or over on twitch.tv/WulffDen by clicking that subscribe button. It's free if you have Amazon Prime with Twitch Prime. And if you link either of those to your Discord account, you get videos like this early, you get private chat time with us, you get to play multiplayer games with us around once a month. But of course, the most important thing that you can do, and the easiest thing that you can do, is just subscribe to the channel. That's it. And share this video with a friend that you want to go to the park and play some friggin' Xbox with. Why don't you enjoy yourself? Get out and get some sun. Have a good week.